Next year, Floridians will elect a new governor. Incumbent Governor Rick Scott is term limited and cannot seek a third consecutive term. While many potential candidates on both sides of the aisle are hinting at running, only 3 are officially announced their candidacy. On the Democratic side, there's businessman Chris King and Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum. Gillum has been called the up-and-coming face of Democrats by renowned political science professor Susan McManus. He joins us here in the studio tonight. Mayor Gillum, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Looking forward to it.
So what are you doing now? I presume going around the state and introducing yourself.
Yeah, we're out 18 months in advance because, as you know, as well as I do, this is a very big state. I was born in Miami, Florida, finished middle and high school in Gainesville, Florida, and then went off to college in Tallahassee, Florida. And just the first month that we've been in this race, man, moving up and down this state, we're so distinct, so different in so many different parts of Florida. It's a huge benefit on one end that we could boast of so much rich diversity in our state, and geography and otherwise. But it's also daunting when you think about pursuing the governorship of a state as vast, as different, and as challenging as ours.
A lot of the stories that have been reported about your campaign so far and your background is that you came from very humble means. You come from a working family that has had its share of problems.
Sure.
And is that how you want to relate to the people?
Well, I mean, I tell you, I can't be anybody other than who I am, and I don't shy away from the fact that I grew up the 5th of 7 kids to my mom, who growing up was a school bus driver and worked in a dry cleaner when Florida got rid of summer schools. My father, who was a construction worker, worked for a guy, never really a formal company, but Rick had him working, you know, every day of the week unless it rained. And they did the very best they could by us to make sure that they could keep a roof over our head and food on the table and clothes on our back.
I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Bernie Sanders when he was here, Donald Trump, Tim Kaine, and that is most often when I talk to people around here, they want government out of their lives. They certainly don't want to pay more in taxes. Yeah. This area went overwhelmingly for Donald Trump. So how does a Democrat who has you know, garnered a lot of interest from the progressive wing of the Democratic Party appeal to voters in Sarasota and Manatee counties? Yeah,
well, I mean, I firmly believe that, you know, there's something we all do share in common, and we want our state to be successful. And I think states and communities and societies are in many ways judged on their success by how well their kids are doing, how well their schools are doing, how well their neighborhoods are maintained, their public spaces. And the truth is that we've got some challenges still in our state. Now, of course, as most folks around here probably know, we don't have a state income tax. So that's not a challenge, a road we have to cross. But with the resources that we do have, I'm an advocate for spending them wisely and efficiently and effectively that meets the needs of our communities and the people who call Florida home. This state has to work for them too.
In terms of the Democratic field, Chris King, very successful businessman from the Orlando area, has a lot of money. Mayor Phil Levine from Miami Beach, he is a self-funded millionaire, has a lot of money. Gwen Graham, former congresswoman, daughter of the governor and senator, she has incredible name recognition. So how do you compete with people who are positioned like that?
Yeah, so it's no secret. I won't be able to stroke a several $million-dollar check for this race. I'm going to have to go out and raise every penny of it. I don't have a famous last name, but I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, which is take the gifts that God has given me, the passion and the record that I have now, 15 years nearly in elected service, serving my community, moving Tallahassee forward, helping to recreate our economy, helping my city lean into what it means to be a greener city by installing now a 400-acre, 30-megawatt solar plant in our city. Those are the things that I think will help to demonstrate a record of success for me. But I'm out 18 months in advance because I got to do this the hard way, which is going around talking to people, asking them for their investments and also for their votes. But I'm up to the task.
Okay, Mayor Gillum, good luck on the trail, and come back anytime you're in town.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for being here. Andrew Gillum is a Democratic candidate for Florida's 2018 gubernatorial election. Your primetime headlines are coming up right after this.